All right, what is up, everybody? So this is the part of the course where we'll get into a little bit more of the advanced side of things. So once you have your avatar, your ideal client profile, you have your offer, right? You know how to set up your ads, you know how to run your ads. You need to send those leads somewhere, right? So that's where CRMs come in place. CRM stands for customer relation management system, something like that. Anyway, it's basically a platform you use to manage all of the customers that you have, all of the leads that you're getting, all of the text message campaigns, email campaigns. This is where you can host your website on here. I like to use Go High Level. I've used ClickFunnels before. I've used a few other CRMs like HubSpot, Lead Prosper, stuff like that. But in my experience, Go High Level is the easiest to use, and it's still very, very complex if you don't know what you're doing. But to start, we will go into the funnel section. So if you have a Go High Level account, this is where you'll click. So on the left hand side, you have all your settings. Go to Sites, click on Funnels. Let's just go through some of the funnels I built for Let's Go Hustle, right? So I have a bunch of different funnels in here. So we have, let's just click on the lead magnet one, right? Now, each of these steps is funneling the lead down to get to the ultimate goal. The ultimate goal is to get them to book a call, get them to purchase something, whatever your conversion mechanism is, right? So you have your opt-in page, free training page. So the free training is what we call like a lead magnet, right? So a lead magnet is something you can use to decrease your cost per lead. So if you're just running an offer where it's just like, hey, I can do XYZ for you, book a call with me, that doesn't move the dial for people. Like, people aren't going to give a shit really about what you're selling, or they don't know who you are. You don't really have a footprint yet digitally, so you have no authority. So it's easiest to run a lead magnet campaign. And an example of a lead magnet can be like a PDF, a free training video, a video sales letter that goes through, your process of what it is that you do, templates. Let's see what else. So say if you are using, Turo, for example, you can do like a swipe file of the most profitable cars on Turo, and you can use that as your lead magnet. But the thing with lead magnet is you have to put it behind an opt-in form. So you have your landing page, right? That's this here. On your landing page, you have like a VSL. You'll have the headline. Here's how I did XYZ without pain point 1, pain point 2. VSL, here's what you learn with this training in step 2. Click here to get instant access. They click. So for Trevor, what we did was something a little bit different. So it's a lot more advanced than just a regular opt-in form. This is a survey that they have to take in order to get the free training. Because what happened with us is we kept getting a lot of people who were brokies and that couldn't afford the mentorship, and they were only coming in for the free information. So we had to swap the traditional opt-in form out with just a conditional logic survey. So based on how they answer these questions, we may give them the free training, or we may send them to a disqualification page. Let me give you an example of just a regular opt-in form so you have a better idea. This is just like a template funnel, right? So this is an example of an opt-in form. Enter here, we'll text you a one-pager on exactly how this works, full name, email, phone number. They click submit, right? Once they click submit, then they go to the lead magnet page. So this is the free training that we're giving them. And then if they like the free training, we give them multiple opportunities here to schedule a call. Once they click that, we qualify them again, make sure that they're qualified to book the call, and then once they fill that survey out, they go to the third step of the funnel, which is the calendar with Trevor's Calendly on it. Let's see, why is it not? Sorry, I'm doing some work real quick. For some reason the calendar wasn't connected. But yeah, so that's a basic overview of how a sales funnel works. So basically the idea of it is from click to close, everything in between is handled through the CRM, right? So they click on the ad, they land on the opt-in page, they fill out the form in order to get the lead magnet that's on the next page. On the next page, they get the thing. If they get value from it, they book the call with you. You get on your sales call, and then after they book the call, you can send them to like a thank you page that has another video, because a lot of the time what happens is you have a problem with your show rate. So the show rate is the amount of people who book a call with you versus the amount of people that show up to that call. If your show rate is a problem, then you can incorporate a lot of the stuff that we'll cover in the next video: automations, virtual assistants, setters, triagers, stuff like that. So if you guys have any questions on how to set funnels up, if you want a funnel for your business, or once you get funding, once you start a business, shoot me a DM and we will work something out. See if you don't want to have your own Go High Level account, agency account, because it is pretty expensive, it's a few $100s a month, we will give you access to our Go High Level snapshot, so we can basically copy our snapshot over to you basically and just put all of your business information in there, and you'll have access to all the automations that we use, all the different types of funnels that we use, and then we'll just plug your logo in, your copy in, your offer in, and then we can launch your ads on a funnel that we already know that converts, right? So just shoot me or Trevor or somebody a DM in school, and we'll discuss that if you're interested.